What is up, guys? How's it going this evening? I turned the air conditioner off, but it's still blowing out air. Hopefully it turns off. Yeah, what's going on, guys? The dirt bike kid, you want a shout out? Shout it out. Jason, hello. Speeder, hello. Bobby, hello. Kyle, hello. Roberto, hello. Joseph, hello. Jacob, Ian, Hot Dogger, William, Jake. Okay. That's all the hellos. Man. I like that question. 3.5 or LV 1.5? 3.5. I would go 3.5. I feel like the 3.5 is a better paintball gun. Well, I don't know. Maybe not better. This is my audio recorder. This is plugged into the microphone, this XLR cable, and then this plugs into the back computer. I'm checking out audio levels right now. I think we sound good. The floor level, noise level is kind of low. Oh well, that's okay. Ninja tanks or Empire? If I had to choose, I would go Ninja. I think Empire makes good tanks though too, so I don't know. Jason, Brad or Jake? How are the Field 1 pump guns? The MVP, the Mob? I don't know where that came from. The Mark Victory pump. They're very good. I think that if I could have any pump gun and I was serious about pump, I would probably own the MVP. I know some people don't like them because, I don't know, they're not like classic pump gun style. So there's a lot of people who prefer the CCM guns. But I think it's not necessarily because they shoot different or better. I think it's just because, I don't know, it's more typical old school pump gun style. So I think that, yeah, the CCM guns have like more appeal to a lot of people. What tank do I use? I use a Empire 80 ultralight carbon fiber compressor tank. Benny, you asked what the difference between spool and a papa is. The plain and simple way to describe, like quick and dirty way to describe the difference between a poppet and a spool is this. So, pop valves will say, get their name because there's a heavy piece called the rammer or hammer that hits the valve and lets air out. That's the easy way to describe that. So, pop valves pop the valve, and spool valves, there's a lot of different style spool valves, but they kind of shuttle air a little bit differently and typically tend to use more air when they do that. That's my real quick and nasty, simple way to describe that. Ryan with the super chat. Oh, and I burped. Team Dynasty FTW. We're going to go for the win, I think. We're not going with the alternative thing. I am rocking the Paintball Ruin My Life shirt. We'll not do that ever again, don't worry. What is my favorite paintball gun ever? I don't know. Like favorite gun that I've ever owned? Probably, I don't know. I'd have to go with honestly, I really liked my Angel G7 Fly. That was probably like 12 years ago now, but I really liked that gun. 12 years? No, not that long ago. Maybe 11, 10, somewhere in there. I really liked that gun though. It was awesome. I think the best gun I've ever owned probably is my 3.5. But man, I really loved my G7 Fly. It was awesome. It was great. solenoid problems? TechHorde notifications didn't work. Oh well, we're wearing a backwards hat today for a little bit. What is the best paint that doesn't break the bank? I guess it matters how big your bank account is. I don't know. GI 3-star. Yeah. Sizik or Sizik? I don't know. I still don't know how to pronounce that. What was with the re-upload today? So, yeah. Paintball question time. There were 2 versions of paintball question time. One went up later than expected yesterday, and then it went up later than expected because I scheduled the first one wrong, and then all of a sudden I forgot I scheduled another one and it just went up. That's all. So I took it down. I got an email about it going live, and I was like, I wonder what that is. And then I actually looked later, and then I was like, oh God, that's what happened. Matt! With a super chat. Thank you, sir. Have you ever heard or read up anything on the J4 Torque being a stack tube spool valve gun? I don't know a whole lot about the J4. I couldn't really tell you. I know that they've had like problems coming out with it. I can kind of visualize it in my head, but I don't really know all that much about it. I'll bet when it came out, not when it came out, when they first showed it off like 2 or 3 years ago, I probably could have told you a lot about it, but now everything I know I've just like forgot. I feel like it's not relevant anymore. Like, can you even get those guns? Like I don't even know. Chat. $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am, miss. I don't know. I hope probably sir. Chad sounds like a man name. I don't know though. The torque though, yeah, I don't know what ever happened with that. I don't know. I think that they've just struggled to finance it. I mean, I get it, man. Making these paintball guns is probably pretty expensive. I can imagine going back and having to deal with like, I don't know, prototyping stuff and like remachining parts, and it's just probably expensive. So, thoughts on the Axe Pro? I know, we'll say this. I would rather have the regular Axe, I think. Whether, honestly, the Axe, original Axe, or the 2.0. I just don't like the way that the Axe Pro feels. I'm not a fan of the way it feels. And I don't really care if I have an OLED board. And at this point, that's the only difference between that and the 2.0. So, yeah. I'm going regular Axe. Chaos or Chronos? Chronos, because I think it feels better in my hands. Hot dogger. Thank you, sir. Again, or ma'am. Yeah, Jake brother Benji has a J4. Wasn't he supposed to send that back, though? I don't think he did. But I think he bought one. I don't know. I'm so confused. How do you become a chat mod? I don't know. You show your commitment. I don't know. One day I just made a bunch of people that I saw around here mods. That I saw often. Moderators. Yeah. That's how. And at this point, I don't know if we need more moderators. I think that, like, if we have, like, just 2 people every once in a while watching chat, I think that's good enough. There's no need for, like, 15 moderators. Thoughts on the Ether 2? Watch the Ether 2 video. I've done 2 Ether 2 videos. Watch those. You will see my thoughts on them. The Bushmaster. Weird. I don't want to talk about the Bushmaster. We don't need more moderators. So no one, the people who are moderators now, Jason, that's what's up. If you're asking about Anita too, watch the friggin' video. Yeah, it's Anthony. Deanna, sorry. It's Anthony, the sexiest man ever. Why is it not your name? It is your. That is kind of weird. Okay. It's Anthony, the sexiest man ever. And what gun should I buy? What? That's confusing. It's Anthony. Isn't Anthony. I cannot read. Okay. Yeah. Isn't Anthony the sexiest man ever? And what gun should I buy Anthony next? What gun? I don't know. I would say wait, because we're probably going to see new paintball guns in a couple months. Yeah, Anthony, I know that's your wife. That's why I was all confused. I know I recognized the name, and then I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, it's Anthony? I was like, isn't Anthony? I don't know. Anyone looking to buy a high-end paintball gun, wait a couple months and see what comes out at World Cup. Jaden. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Jaden? I don't know. Sorry. Is that Australia? Crazy thing. I want to tell you guys something about Australia. Your comment. We're gonna make these comments bigger so I can actually read the things. What do you think about the Axe Pro as a gun in general? I like the Axe Pro. I think that the Axe Pros are reliable. They're quiet. They don't kick a lot. They're easy to fix. You can get parts for them everywhere. They're easy on paint. They're air efficient. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, Jake, I just read your comment. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something really fast. So I do like the Axe Pro. I think the Axe Pro is a good gun. I just don't really like the way it feels, that's all. So the other day, like I've always known it's been hard to, like, I don't know, play paintball in Australia. I know it's always been difficult. But last night I read this little thing about how difficult it is. Left nut, what is this? I'm not reading that. See, someone else could read that. So, in Australia, to buy a paintball gun, you have to get a firearms permit. So you have to send a letter to like the gun ministry or something like that. You receive an application, you fill it out, you send that back, and then once you receive the approval letter, you have to take a safety awareness officer. You have to take the letter to a safety awareness officer and attend a long-arm safety course. And you receive 2 copies that you completed the course. You have to send one of those away, and then you have to install a Category 2 gun safe in your house, and you have to store the paintball guns in there. Then you have to send the photo evidence of that away. Then you get the actual permit that's supposed to take 30 days. Then you can buy a paintball gun. Crazy. So you have to write a letter to get approval to go to the course. Then you have to take that letter, go to that course, take that course, send another letter away. Then they send you something back. Then you have to get a safe. Then you got to take a picture of the safe, and then you have to send that away. And then you can get your permit to have a paintball gun. That sucks. That's what I feel like. You wouldn't play paintball, right? That's what I feel like. I'm like, man, talk about a barrier to entry. I mean, you guys in the US complain about paint being too expensive. Imagine if you had to do that. You wouldn't even play paintball. It'd be to the point where it'd be like, what? I have to do what? It would just never happen. I'd also wondered to me, I was like, man, how did these other guys, like a lot of American players, like, I don't know, we always see like Marcelo Margot and like Ryan Greenspan and all those guys play in Australia. Do they take their paintball guns with them, or do they have to like borrow them? I've always been confused about this. It would just suck. God. It'd be awful. I want to go to Australia. Very bad. Super chat again. Jaden? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yes, you're in Australia. My first one. So I've been looking at your first paintball gun, and I hope that application process went smoothly. Gosh. It just sucked. I've thought about in March. I know that's kind of far away. March, was it, I'm thinking? Yeah, March. I actually have been looking into driving from Adelaide all the way to Melbourne. Not Melbourne. Brisbane, sorry. Well, like Melbourne's not that far. I don't know. I've thought about that. Maybe playing some paintball on the way? I don't know. I was looking at renting a camper and making it take like a month. I think that'd be really cool. We could do Paintball Ruin My Life from the road. No, I'd just pre-shoot a bunch of stuff. So you guys would still get cool paintball stuff. Might not be live streams, but... Nick, $2. How much do you paint my field charges $60 too much? I think you were trying to say how much do paintball fields charge? $60 is too much for paintballs? I don't know. $60 isn't like super crazy for paint. I mean, the cheapest you're gonna buy is $40. So I mean, yeah, it's $60 over, but it's not like insane. I get it. Kind of sucks. But I feel like everyone just complains about paint prices. If you can't afford it, don't play. In reality, like, it sucks to say that, but if it's too much money for you, then I don't tell you. Don't play paintball. And you don't have to play like every weekend either, so I don't play every weekend. $50, yeah, $50 is not that bad. Yeah, CPX is $90. That's crazy. I'll give you that, Jason. $60 for paint is kind of crazy. That seems a little excessive. You catch my drift. Play pump, yeah, there you go. There's an excellent tip there. If paint is too expensive, play pump. You can shoot a bag and you're good. Says like, Brad, are we talking basketball in Jake's stream? I don't know, maybe. Derek Rose, we won't talk about basketball here. I like basketball. Last time on Tuesday on Jake from NorCal stream, we talked basketball for a little bit. At least Jake talked basketball and we all listened. And then I was like, stop talking about paintball. Let's talk about basketball more. Basketball intrigues me. If I could be pro in any sport, probably be boxing. Ah, you live in Brisbane? That's a $5 one that time. It seems like the only way we can communicate. I feel bad for that. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I live in Brisbane. You'll have to come to TAC Ops at Rosewood. I work days except for Monday and Wednesday, but we cool to play on our team. Dude, I really want to go to Australia. I've wanted to go to Australia for years. Years. I would love to, and I think it'd be so cool to take like a month and just drive all the way around. I really want to go to Cairns though, but the problem with going to Cairns is that like, if I were to fly to Adelaide and then drive all the way up to Cairns, I'd have to like drive back to get home, because I can't fly out of Cairns. I'd have to fly to like Brisbane or Sydney or something like that. So it'd be hard. If I could be pro in any sport, boxing. Mayweather's getting $400 million. We talked about that. New gun predictions. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna try to like press on some people and try to get like information out of people to see if we are expecting a new Planet Eclipse gun or die gun. I feel like Mac Dev should come out with something. It's been a long time since we've seen something from Mac Dev. And what about like Empire? I mean, I know they just came out with the GT, but I don't know. I feel like make something new. The Vanquish has been the same gun for a long time. Make something new. I don't know, but maybe next week I'll try to like press some people to give me information. They probably won't though, because they know I'll just tell everybody, so. Probably not gonna happen. Carl Owens, winter headband's coming back pretty soon. I don't have a actual date, but pretty soon. Jamie, did you bleach your head, Brad? Did I bleach my head? No. I just don't have any hair. I'm just balding. It's really red, too, right there for some reason. I have bleached my head. A long time ago. Long time ago. Like 1997. So not that long ago. Maybe like, no, maybe that long ago. Maybe like 99? Remember when that was cool in the late 90s? Did I bleach my hat? Not head? No, that's not bleached. That's made like that. It's a cool swirl tie-dye pattern. I think that was. I don't know. Bleached your hat. I just thought of head because like, I've kind of thought about bleaching, like, if I had like long hair, I think I would bleach it and go like super blonde. I think it'd be kind of cool. Ryan. Thank you, sir. G6R versus LV1.1. I have seen the Ken Griffey setup. G6R versus LV1.1. I think they're both very good paintball guns. The biggest difference is probably going to be in the way they shoot. Two things. They're going to feel a lot different, and then they're going to shoot a lot different. So I prefer the way the G6R shoots. The G6Rs have more feedback when they shoot, so it kicks a little more, and it's a little more sharp when they shoot. It's not as like soft and gentle feeling as the LV1, but the LV1 probably is going to be easier on paint. Air efficiency is probably the same. LV1's going to be quieter. LV1's going to kick less. It's definitely bigger and heavier. Yeah. Those are two guns like you should really try to feel and hold them first. But they're both very good. I shot G6Rs for a very long time, and that's like all I used. I probably 4 years, maybe 3 years, 4 years there. Had like 3 G6Rs. I like them, and I don't really like the LV ones. I don't know why. It's just something about them I just don't like. So try to hold them all first. Try to hold them all first. Yeah. Dude, the new Valken Gotcha shotgun's pretty freaking cool. I don't know. Bobby K, or as she goes by on the internet, 80, God, I messed that up. 8881. K. She said something about the Valken Gotcha shotguns. Those things are pretty cool. I really like those. Those are pretty awesome. I don't know. Very much a fan of them. Dirt Bike Kid wants a shout out. I shouted, he was the very first comment that I replied to on here. He was like, am I from inside the net? Someone else said that a long time ago. No. That's a different Brad, I think. Well, it's definitely not, I think, it's definitely not me. Dirt Bike Kid, yeah, I gave you a shout out like the very first thing I did. I said, how's it going, guys? Dirt Bike Kid shout out. Dude looking for a stock class marker by Jake from NorCal's Phantom. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there aren't a lot of stock class guns. It's kind of like Phantom. And then you can get like those like 10-round tube spring loader things for a lot of guns. Like the Empire Sniper comes with that, like, I don't know, tube thing. Is there any dead paintball company you wish would come back? Yeah. I don't know, maybe not. What was a company that went out of business and I was like, damn, that sucks? Probably Angel. Angel? Smart Parts. I want Smart Parts to come back and sue GI. No. I guess Angel. It'd be cool to see Angel come back. Alex. Alex Promotion Paintball. That's a, I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll check that out later. Probably Angel. Not Automag. Oops, that's a accidental misfire. Inadvertent super chat noise. Someone said Automags. Automags are still around. Warped Sports, they're still around too, technically. What are some... Everyone, let me know what companies you would like to see come back. And here's another thing you should do. Copy the link to this, however you do that on mobile. I know most of you guys are probably watching this on phones. Copy this and then post it on Facebook or something. That's kind of a hard thing to do. We have been asking people to like this stream, but ooh, Reds, okay, that's a good one. I like Reds. Goblin, I don't even know what that is. Is that that's the like launcher thing, right? ETH 2 or a Proto Maxed? ETH 2. The Soviet Clown Gaming likes cheese. Most people like cheese. I mean, it's cheese. Come on. ETH 3. ETH 2 or ETH 3? Which one do you guys choose? How many ETHs is too many ETHs? Is 2 ETHs too many ETHs? I think 2 ETHs is too many ETHs. Gap. Gap would have been a good... Gap would be... Game Face? No, not Game... Nitro Duck? No, not Nitro Duck. ETH 4. 4 ETHs? Too many ETHs? RP Shear. RP Shear's kind of still around, though. I mean, RP Shear got bought by PMI, right? And then they created National Paintball Supply, and then they made Key, and then GI bought Key, right? Something like that. Something like that. I don't know. The first ETHA was too many ETHs, right? The ETHA 2 is awesome. The first one was awful. I don't, like... I'll say this right now. The original ETHA was the worst gun Planet Eclipse ever made. And they're still making it. I have a feeling they're making it because it's cheap. And they're like, man, we got all the molds for these things, and like, let's just knock off some of these. The Bears. Sheridan? Who said Diego was like Impact or Aftershock? What about him? Bone Break. Oh. You want to see a Bone Break Angel? Popo. Right? Popo Gijo's Paintball. Oh, Armando with $5. We'll go first. Paintball slider shorts. And what's up from Canada, Ontario? That's not how you do that. Ontario, Canada. You know what? My Canadian geography. Let's make sure I know where Ontario is first. Okay. Like the actual city of Ontario? Or like the province? You sound like you live in Sudbury, right? Sudbury? Maybe you live way north. Maybe you live in, gosh, the Winnipeg? I don't know. Best slider shorts. You know, I really like the new GI race. The new GI race packs, not packs. The new GI race pads. They also have that in matching slider short combo, but I have yet to try on the slider shorts. So it might be those. I've yet to put those on. No, do you really live in Sudbury? That would be crazy. I think so. I just looked at a mask, or not a mask, a map, and was like, that was like the first thing that popped up. That's like the big city in Ontario, other than like, is Ottawa on the border? Ottawa's like on the border, I don't know. Anyway, slider shorts? Yeah, I have a feeling that I would like the new GI race ones, but I haven't tried them on, so I don't really know. So I would have to say the ones that I've tried on, which is almost all of them except for the new GI ones. The Exalt Free Flex ones, I really like. Armando, sorry, it took me for so long. If you could design your own gun, what would you do different from what is out right now? I don't know. Like any specific features you would like? Gucci? That's kind of an inside joke. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. There's a video that I've kind of wanted to do for a while that's like the future paintball guns, or like what upgrades could we see in the future on paintball guns? And like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't have an answer for you. I could probably think about something, but we'd be sitting here in silence, me thinking about what to say, so I'm sorry, I don't know. I am bad 2.0. Super chatted. What is a good speed feed for the Pinocchio 250-400? I don't think you have a lot of options, but I don't know. I think you have to use the universal ones, so I would say the HK Epic ones I think I like most if you don't have a halo and can take the universal. Yeah. Because they tend to grip a little bit better than a lot of the other universal style ones. Bone Break Angels. I would like to see a Bone Break Angel. You know, I had an Angel, an Adrenaline Angel LCD in like 2002. I had the Lifesaver one that came with a full freak kit. That was an expensive paintball gun. And it was like green to orange to yellow to red to purple. It was crazy, crazy fade. And I really wanted to, I was thinking about if I get a new paintball gun, trying to replicate that fade. And I was trying to look for pictures of the Adrenaline Lifesaver Angels and couldn't find any. I thought about trying to find a Facebook group, a Facebook angel group, and seeing if any of those guys could help me with that. Brian, what is up? When will we see a Planet Eclipse Paintball Ruin My Life Edition marker when Planet Eclipse decides to give me 20 Paintball Ruin My Life Edition guns? That's expensive. So in order to make your own version, you have to buy 20 guns. Do you know how much 20 guns cost? I mean, that's a lot of money. 20 high-end paintball guns. 20 CS1s. Yeah. If Planet Eclipse decides to give me them, then I will do it. BC Cool Guy 261. Can I have a shout out, please? Bam. Please, I just upload a die-rised max review. It's not even a die-rised max. It's a proto-maxed rise, or is it a proto-rised max? Just get the name right. You can't, like, you gotta be able to call it something right. You know what I'm saying? You did just, 1 hour ago, you did very recently upload the, guys, go check it out. Search, die, see, it's not even made by die. Die, you did get the capital X's though. That I like, that I like. What do you think about the Empire Defender? Jackson Warmack asked. I like the Defender. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah. I mean, really, I think the Axe platform, that bolt that they use, is one of the most reliable and, like, well-built paintball engine firing things ever. So that's good that it has that, and it's just kind of neat, right? It's just kind of neat. I like it. It's cool how it's all magnesium. It makes it super light. Garrett, what is up, Brad? Finally got here early enough to catch it live. Well, welcome, sir. My favorite actor. Man, I don't know. Jerry Seinfeld? I don't know. Jason Alexander. I have no clue. I have no idea. Alex, Promotion Paintball. Can I get a shout out? I promote paintball with my videos. Sure. I don't know. What do people mean by? What do people actually mean by shout outs? Like just me, like shouting your name out? I don't know. Go check out his channel. He makes paintball stuff. Look at a link in the comments. Bam. There's a link in the comments. What's that Timmy on the shelf? That Intimidator on the shelf is a Russian Legion Intimidator that has been custom milled by some random person that I bought it off of and re-anodized. Re-anodized by... Good. I did that correctly. The shout out. Anodized by Stained Works Anodizing. It's actually really cool. Let's grab it. We talk about these things all the time. I feel like I should switch out the stuff that's on the shelf. Yeah, I feel like I should switch out the stuff that's on the shelf because people always ask about it. And then we talk about the same things over and over. But it's kind of cool. It's got that sweet, like, camo print, anodizing, acid wash, sponge camo. It's kind of sweet. Intimidators aren't supposed to do that. The ram should not be that loose. Just so if you guys were curious. It doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work, because it worked, like, I was gonna go use this one weekend, and I made it work, and then, I don't know, I went to gas it up like 2 months later, and I was like, God damn it. Alex, Promotion Paintball, one more time. Again, there's a link somewhere to that gentleman's channel. If you want to check that out, there's some paintball stuff on there. There's actually a gear bag video. Everyone keeps telling me to do a gear bag video. Go watch this gear bag video. Yeah. How do you own so many Supreme hats? I really don't. I probably have like 10. 12? I don't know. I just bought them. That's all. That's all that happened. Mm-hmm. What's the best gun for an 8-year-old? I have a feeling you're an 8-year-old. Good Lord. I don't know, a Zodin Chaos 2 because it's small and light. Boozy the Clown, what is up? I still love your freaking name. I think it's awesome. I just love it. Brad's gear bag is the trunk of his car. Not anymore though, because I don't really technically own a vehicle. I've been driving my grandparents' car around, trying to decide what I'm gonna buy, and they don't really care. They're like, whatever, keep driving it. So my gear bag right now is like a bunch of boxes. So, yeah. Let's put that there. Ben Parker, how long have I been playing paintball? I think, I don't honestly know. Jake the Valken gotcha. That's very true. If you're 8 years old, you probably shouldn't be playing with a full-size paintball gun. Look into the 50 caliber stuff. The Valken gotcha gun or the JT Splatmasters. Jeez, man. What was I talking about? How long have I been playing paintball? I don't really know. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, man, when did I start playing paintball? I think it was 2001? Somewhere in there? Like 16 years ago. I've been playing paintball half my life. Ugh. That makes me feel old. A DM17. I think DICE stopped doing that. I mean, wouldn't they make a DM? That's so weird. Talk about confusing. The DM3, I guess? But they technically already made a DM3, so I don't know. Jake, I have no idea what that means. What is the most Levi gun you own? What? Why do people ask the same question? Why do people ask the people? You're killing me with asking me the same question over and over that I actually answered. All my Supreme hats are real. I don't buy fake ones. How do I own so many, you asked 2 times. I just bought them. I'm not like, I don't know. I don't know. What do I do for a job other than this? I work at like his paintball place. You know, I also talked about that the other day. Someone says, this person's screen name, looking for an answer. Do you remember the first time you played paintball? No, I really don't. I was also like thinking about it. I was like, I don't even remember, like, everyone's so scared of getting shot. I feel like one of the main deterrents of people playing paintball is everyone's scared to get shot. And it's like, man, I couldn't even tell you. I don't remember the first time I played or the first time I got shot. It's been a very long time since that happened. And it obviously wasn't traumatic enough for me to remember it actually happening. Maybe traumatic or exciting enough? I don't know. I remember like the first like couple times playing though. Like I have like memories from that time period. Bunker Machine. Favorite Timmy, new or old? We'll say the favorite one, my favorite one, the one that I liked the most, the one that I owned, and probably just in general, the one I liked the most, owned or not, is definitely the Ripper 1, the original Ripper Intimidator with alias parts. So I had 2 of those at one point. I had a black to green fade and a black to blue fade, all with alias parts on them. Those guns were really cool. I really liked those. I kind of wish I still had them. Definitely the black to blue one. That gun went around. That gun was like, a lot of people own that gun though. A lot of people own the black to green fade too. Yeah. So like, I wonder if there will be a V-Force Grill 2.0. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't think so though, because they just came out with, did they come out with new colors or was that the Profiler? I think the Profiler definitely did not work at A&S, Carl. I'm pretty sure A&S would not let me do this if I worked there. I don't know if they're going to come out with a new grill. I don't think they're coming out with a new Profiler, because like recently they came out with, yeah, Profilers. Ben, what's the story behind the Paintball Ruin My Life name? The real story was a long time ago when Dynasty, San Diego Dynasty, was sponsored by JT. This is what I was told by Oliver, that a long time ago when Dynasty was sponsored by JT, they were designing shirts, and then Oliver came up with the shirt name Paintball Ruin My Life. And it said Paintball Ruin My Life. You can find it on the internet. It said Paintball Ruin My Life across the front, and on the back it said, but it was worth it. So there was this shirt back in the day in like 2000 that had that on there. So, yeah, that's kind of where that name came from. And then I started a long time ago, probably 2007, a blog and like a website where I wrote paintball stuff, and then ended up working for Facefold. So I shut that down and then started this. Armando, what'd you say? What are super chat funds going to? Mainly to me. I mean, they facilitate this whole thing. As I've said multiple times, I have a full-time job, so mainly, I mean, at this point, yeah, all the money goes back to me buying equipment. Like, I guess in a way, it's helping pay for me to go to World Cup so we can make content-y stuff. It is allowing me to buy a gimbal to film better stuff at World Cup. I'm buying a different lens to film stuff at World Cup. So in reality, it all just goes back into this thing. Yeah, but the reason I bring up full-time job is because at some point I would like to do this full-time. So in order for me to do this full-time and like maybe go to more events and make more content and like better content. That's what I want. Better. I just can't, I don't have time for it now. You know, it's hard when I feel like this video YouTube thing takes me, I don't know, we'll say I spend 35 hours a week. Roughly. Like doing everything. Like video editing, setting stuff up, shooting videos, getting stuff ready for videos, commenting, live streaming, you know, whatever, all that stuff. 35, 40 days a week, and then I work 40 hours a week. So I would like to be able to demote, or not demote, but I don't know what the word is. I'm like, put more time into it, and I can do that if I do that full time. So at some point, I hope that, yeah, money goes to me to just allow me to live, you know, because I got to pay bills and buy food and, you know, just live. So, and that's a long-winded answer, but that's what's up, you know. Alex again, Pro Paintball. Check my next question. It's more than 50 characters. We will. I will. Look at that. But that's the whole point of doing more expensive super chats, too. PV obsession. What's more challenging in your opinion? MagFed or stock class? Plus, why won't it let me super chat for 2? Plus, why won't it let me super chat for 2? I don't understand that last question. But what is more challenging? MagFed or stock class? I have no idea. I think they're about the same. Maybe MagFed because you got those big ass guns. Stock class, you can still have something light and small, but I don't know if there's much of a difference. Because, I mean, the biggest difference between like MagFed and regular paintball is limited paint. The biggest difference between stock class and regular paintball is limited paint. I guess MagFed because you still have to pump, right? Or no, I guess stock class because you still have to pump. So I guess stock class. But I don't know. I feel like they're about the same. Definitely stock class though. Because I think MagFed you can be like, and stock class you can't do. It's like, and you gotta like rock it sometimes. Stock class, for sure, for sure. Okay, what Alex wanted to know something. Where do you mount your camera when you do gameplay videos? Also, can you do some more? Yeah, I just haven't played paintball in a long time. Honestly, I think every time I go play paintball, I will do gameplay videos. It's just that I just haven't played much recently. I think the last time I played was like 2 months ago. So I just don't have time for it. I've been too busy. So I just haven't had time for it. I feel that like me increasing the quality of these videos and doing more B-roll and like thinking about videos more so they're like overall better just is taking me way more time. So it takes up definitely both of my days off. So it's hard for me at this point, again, to promote. Why do I keep saying promote? I said demote last time. To, I don't know what adjective I want. I don't know, I'm lost. I'm lost. He is wanting a CS2. Norm, I think you're referring to me. I do want a CS2, but I want it to be like noticeably different than the CS1. Sizik, how can I get a stripped screw out of my grip frame? That's a hard thing to just describe really quick. Devote? Devote, thank God. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, I could promote and like demote? I don't know, devote. It's hard for me to devote that much time to specific things sometimes. It's hard for me to go play paintball because like I think it takes all my goddamn day. All of it. It's all gone after that. So yeah. Danny, would I recommend the E-Tech 5? Yeah, I really like the E-Tech 5. I had the E-Tech 5. I owned an E-Tech 5. I owned 2 E-Tech 5s for a minute there. But I don't know. Like, I feel like, why not just get the G-Tech? I think that I would choose the G-Tech, though. The only reason that I believe I owned the E-Tech 5s is because the G-Tech wasn't out. Like, I feel like if the G-Tech was out, I probably would have owned the G-Tech over the E-Tech 5. And I don't know, no real reason. I think the only thing that G-Tech's gonna be better at, I think, is air efficiency. Because the E-Tech 5s that I had weren't that air efficient. So I think that they're gonna be a little better air efficient. The G-Tech anyway. Ooh. This is a Gucci channel. Thanks, Charles. Thanks, Charles. Hey, I love your channel. Can you do an Empire BT Defender review? I don't know, I probably won't. Although I've talked about Defenders a lot recently, like on this YouTube channel and in real life. But I feel like review-wise, can you guys hear that? I think you can, it's probably just quiet. I feel that like review-wise, I want to try to stay with, I don't know, current or newer products. And the Defenders, kind of old. So, yeah. It's not that, I mean, it's still in production, but you guys can't hear the trigger. Isn't that satisfying? Yeah. So I want to stay with newer stuff, so it's all right. I get it. I mean, tons of people are asking me to do reviews and stuff, and if it's like new, then yeah, all for it. One thing that's gonna happen is I want to do a Immortal air regulator versus Ninja regulator, and I want to see if there's one that's more consistent velocity-wise. And Immortal Air also claims that they get 30% improved air efficiency. So I want to try that out and see what actually happens. That's a video we could see coming up pretty soon. Blue PB. What gun for 11-year-old? GS or the X 2.0? Man. Well, it's hard, because normally if this was person, I would say, how big are they? That's my question. Because if they're real little, like when I was 11, I was probably like 5'10". I seem to be very big. So I think it matters how big they are. If you feel that said 11-year-old is small, or maybe like average 11-year-old size, I think the Mini GS may fit better. But if they're a big 11-year-old, the Axe 2.0 might work better. Jack Lucas, very good. BT Defender equals Axe plus Z2 loader in the body, review done. Yeah, that's true. It is kind of true though. 5 feet, yeah, I'd say mini. So I was 6'3" when I was in 8th grade. How old are you when you're in 8th grade? I don't know. 12? I don't know. 13? Brad, you gonna do any different shirt graphics? I don't know. It's been thought about. It's been thought about. Do you plan on making gameplay footage? I will if I ever go play paintball again. Yeah. 14 in 8th grade. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I was a big ass kid, man. Thankfully, like, I either stopped growing, maybe. I mean, it would have been cool if I kept growing. And then I was like, 6'10". I probably wouldn't be doing this if I was 6'10". I'd be in the NBA if I was 6'10". For certain. I could play in the league if I was like, 5 inches taller. For certain. We never do gameplay footage, by the way. How tall am I? I am 6'5"-ish, 4-ish. Somewhere in there. Corwin, you've been watching every day for 3 weeks. Thank you. Can you rate my setup? Tipman Kronos Proto Primo Popper, Tipman 48 3000, Empire Helix mask. You have an Empire Helix. Red dot for the lols. Well, get rid of the red dot. Who cares if there's lols involved? Just get rid of them. Just get rid of it completely. I do like the Kronos. I like the Primo. I like that tank. I like that mask. That's like my beginner setup. Like, if I'm gonna recommend someone that's like, I got $150, $200 to spend on a paintball setup, that's like the stuff I'm gonna recommend. So you're getting, this is a high rating, an 8. 8.5. 8.5. 8.5. That's really good. Some people might think you're like, but it's all beginner stuff. Why do you get an 8.5? Because I don't know if it has anything to do with beginner stuff. I think it has to do with like just using good stuff, right? So yeah, I like all that stuff. It's all good. If you're like, I had a first strike tank, you'd have probably got a 6. Don't like those. Don't like those. Brayden. Oi, oi, it's your boy. Favorite Empire gun and why? The original axe. Yeah. The original axe. I don't know. It felt like it was so much better than like everything out at the time. It was like, I'll just buy an axe. It was like, it was great. I loved them. But I mean, I guess right now, I don't know, because I don't really like the 2.0 that much. I feel like it got too small for me. But if money wasn't an option, I guess the Vanquish GT. I like the way the Vanquish shoots. I definitely like the way they feel. Yeah, I'm a fan of the way they feel. Joseph, can I dunk? I can dunk a basketball. Can do. Awesome. Awesome Hawk. What do you think about the first strike round? First strike's cool. I don't know. I mean, I think it's crazy how it's like banned at places and there's like manufacturers who are against it and like, I don't know. I think it's lame. You guys wanna see a funny video? Let's see if I can, this is not me dunking a basketball, but I might be able to find a picture of me jumping over something. I don't know. This video is kind of funny. I don't know. It might not be real easy for me to do this. So we're gonna kind of answer questions and try to do this all at the same time. Armando, post a frequently asked question board back to stop repeat questions. I know, but appreciate it. I know, but I don't. Where would I post that? That's the problem. I for sure thought about doing that and having like, I don't know, somewhere to like, I don't know, just post like, okay, we're gonna try to do this. Somewhere to post like common questions about stuff. But like, I don't know where to do that. And I feel like in this live stream, people would still ask me the same questions over and over. So I don't know if it would necessarily actually make a difference. So if this stream gets all wonky, you guys might want to see this funny video I'm gonna pull up. If the stream gets all kind of wonky, it's because I'm like opening browsers and doing a bunch of jazz real quick here. I guess this video is not like awesome, but I just think it's kind of funny. That's not gonna work. Let's see here, hold on. I know, bear with me. We're gonna try to capture, we want to screen cap something. I know this is so much excitement, but now I've built this all up and I feel like I need to do it. So we gotta open Chrome really fast. Okay, we're getting close. Okay. That's Gabe. That's Gabe's Facebook. This is me jumping over a temple at Danny's Paintball Park. Did barely skip it though. And I kind of went over the corner, but I don't know if that really matters. But yeah, that's me jumping over a bunker on a paintball field. It wasn't too exciting, but it just made me think about it when someone was like, "Ah, can you dunk?" So I don't know. I think that music kills me. Yeah, that was the week before you moved to California, Jake. August 2nd, the last thing that we talk about on said live stream. I think we're having data problems. Oh, we're back. We're back. Run hurdles. I should just do high jump. No, not high jump. I can't jump that high. I can't jump that high. It's not that crazy. Boozy the Clown. Brad, that made me to the questions. A question another person asked. Any paintball or related injuries? Yeah. I mean, I have pulled my groin muscle really bad once. And it bruised and like bleeding in my leg. It was awful. It was really bad. What else? I've strained my MCL twice, pretty bad. Really just those things, I think, that I can remember. I tore a ligament in my foot once. Yeah. But I mean, we have to remember that, like, I am playing, I don't know, this like super fast tournament paintball stuff. The groin was the worst. It hurt. Like, it was bruised and, like, I couldn't do anything for, like, a month. I had, like, constant wrap on my leg and, like, it was awful. It was not fun. The worst part is that I kept playing. Like, it hurt, and I was like, whatever. And I just made it so much worse. If I would have stopped playing and then just been like, okay, I'm done for the day, guys, and then just, like, not played. If I didn't ice it or didn't do anything, it'd have been good. But I was like, I got this. It was stupid. It was dumb. Shouldn't have done it. I don't know. Okay, guys. That's a trigger. This is an intimidator. And we're calling it. Is there a Paintball Ruin My Life barrel cover? There are at paintballruinmylife.com/shop. But they're super low. I know, guys. There's more coming. There definitely more coming. Very, very soon, guys. Very soon. Very soon. That's all I got. Okay, thank you guys for coming by. Come by next Tuesday for the Paintball Ruin My Life live stream again. Tuesday, same time. Paintball Ruin My Week. Monday morning. Check that out as well. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Do some things fast, and then I'm gonna come back to my computer and watch Jake from NorCal's live stream. So go check that out. He posted in here. Jake from NorCal. I'm gonna watch that. Okay, guys, I'm leaving. You guys enjoy.